Hi, Matt. Gina McMahon here. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. Most likely, you're sitting there asking yourself, why would I be doing this and what's in it for me? Well, you're lucky because I read minds, and the answer is oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are too busy running their business to learn how the internet can actually benefit them and their companies. And sometimes the only hesitation they have to hiring someone like me is they don't know who is an expert and who isn't. I have found by giving people an easy free attack plan of actual things they can do to impact their business for free has resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and saying, Gina, I like you. Please do this for me. So if by the end of this video you've liked what you've heard and you can see that I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business with bringing in more customers, shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan I gave you to do yourself, that works for me too. So now let me show you 3 things that will set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time or mine. So the first thing I want to go over is content. Most business owners know that they need content, but they don't know that the average length of the #1 result on Google for tree removal is 1,500 words. So for you to show up at the top of Google, you need to add at least 1,500 words on your homepage with the right keywords. I did a quick search of a word count of your homepage, which came up to 80 words. So now let's look at your competitor's website. Their homepage has a lot of content on there, and content can be pictures as well. Pictures, content itself can also be videos. When I flip to the word count of their homepage, it shows that they have a little over 1,200 words. Not quite up to the 1,500, but still higher than the 80. Are definitely beatable. They just need to put in a little more effort with their content. Now, this is a little tool I use called Ahrefs, and I pay a few $100s a month for it, but it essentially gives me behind the scenes details that Google is looking at when it comes to ranking a site. So I ran a quick scan here. I see that your competitor, DJM Tree Service, is ranking for one keyword, which is Tree Service Poughkeepsie. That is how Google is providing reference to them related to the services that are offered. When I look at your website in Ahrefs, there's nothing local that is being found by Google to identify your business. These 2 are branded, which is not local to your area. So unfortunately, it's not keywords that the users are putting in, such as tree removal or tree service Poughkeepsie. They're not bringing in any traffic to your website. So I went one step further and I went to their homepage to see why they might be ranking in the top section of Google in the organic section, which is right here. They're the first listed below this map pack. And that, again, is called organic. They're organically being found, and they're #1 in that section. So I took a look at their website, and I can see that they reference tree 58 times. So Google can pull different words to identify a business, to best recognize them. So this may be a huge factor of why they're ranking first organically. And then I went to your website and I did a search for the mention of the word tree, and there's 10. So they could be easily beatable in putting this keyword in there. We just have to beat the number of times they have it in their website. So the first thing you need to do to beat your competition online is add a minimum of 1,500 words onto your homepage, because that's what's driving your competitor's business, and it's 100% beatable if you get this done. So in short, your homepage should be a summary of everything and tie everything together. Service pages, they're critical. Fully describing all the services that you offer in the areas that you serve will really help your website dominate if we can get that content in there to at least 1,500 words. Additionally, Google is sending crawlers to literally look at the website, but there are not any terms to pull, and your competition they're not doing these things. So again, they are very beatable. So now let's move on to the second thing that I want to show you today, and that is citations. You are probably asking yourself, what's a citation and why do they matter? And that's a great question. You see in this map pack here, also known as Google Maps, you will see the business name, their address, and their phone number. So this here is also known as a NAP, or name, address, phone number, and this is how Google verifies and gives relevance to your local business. Google uses citations to understand where you are located, what kind of products or services you offer. Right now, you are not ranking in the top 3. So you might be asking, okay, Gina, how do I show up in the top 3 within Maps? You can go and register your company with many online directories. However, these are the big ones: Google Places, Bing, Yelp, local.com. Another big one that I don't see on here is Better Business Bureau. There's hundreds of them. Citations are from authoritative websites that can help the credibility of your business, boosting its ranking in search engine results. And when you get more than your competitor, you gain more trust than them from Google, pushing you above them in that map pack that we were just talking about. You might be asking yourself, great, how do I do that? Well, it's really simple. We use sites like White Spark or Bright Local that will tell us exactly what directories your competition is listed in. We can literally go down the list and match what directories they are listed in, which on average is about 150. But we don't want to stop there, because we don't want to just match them. We want to dominate them online. So we would need at least 50 to 100 more citations than them. So it takes them a long time to catch back up. You want your business listed in as many directories as possible. The third thing I wanted to talk to you about today are backlinks, or link juice. This is the third pillar that will really help you dominate in Google. So when we search here, tree removal Poughkeepsie, New York, and we scroll down past this map pack to the organic section, you will see here that your company is not listed in the top 3. And we can continue to go down and you'll see that. You want to be up there. You want to be at the top of the organic. You need authority. So how do you get authority? Well, it all comes down to backlinks. And a backlink is when one website links to another website. So think like this: if site A links to site B, then site A is giving site B some of like a vote of confidence, and in Google's eyes, this is passing authority. And the more relevant the site, the more valuable the link. So let me give you an example. If you get a local blog or industry site linking back to you, then great. But if your tree removal company gets a backlink from Pizza Hut linking to you, not so great, because you don't sell pepperoni. So here's your site. You have, actually, this is your competitor site, has 56 backlinks with 54 of those referring domains. So other websites pointing back to their website. You have 15 backlinks with 15 other websites pointing back to your website, which is again the referring domain. Domain relevancy is scored from 0 to 100, and you can see currently that you are at 0. And this is how much trust Google has developed into your website currently. You want good quality links that are relevant to the services that you offer, because this will allow Google to trust your website more, because it is giving it power to your website and will increase your score. How exactly do we get these? Well, with this tool that I use, Ahrefs, we can see exactly which sites are linking to your competitors, and we can go get those same links for your business. So if we go to your competitor's website here, we can see the referring domains, which is a bunch of them here, and we could grab those and put them to your website as well. So getting you to the top is not magic, it's just a method, and I've shown you that method today. So in closing, once again, we went over content. Your front page needs at least 1,500 words. Citations, you want to have 200 to 300 of these to beat out the competition by a landslide. and link juice. You need more relevant sites pointing back at your website to show Google you are the authority. I appreciate the time that you took to watch this video today. If you want to talk more, let's set up a discovery call. We can find out more of what you're looking to accomplish. My phone number is 518-588-3522. If you choose to take these free tips and tricks and use them on your own, no harm, no foul. The only thing I would ask is that you provide me some feedback on my video to see what I can do better in the future. I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks so much, Matt. Have a great day.